Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. I'm smiling because I've seen the first question, and it's something we've talked about a lot already, given that we covered the Real Madrid-Barcelona game not once, not twice, but thrice. Ali, how is it after Araujo keeps boxing Vinicius, but Ancelotti doesn't seem to do anything about it? We were talking, not just playing a different flank. That's different flank.
Okay. Yeah, and maybe something that Ancelotti does, maybe something that Vinicius Jr. could do himself. That, you know what? This is no fun over here against Araujo. Obviously, he knows how to play me. I'm uncomfortable. Let me get over to the other side. And even if you stay on the left-hand side, then have another option opposite to you. Maybe that's Rodrigo. Something different, something that changes the picture for Barcelona defensively and certainly offensive for Real Madrid. They didn't do it. And Araujo is saying, I got you in my pocket. And I think Vinicius knows that. More importantly, Ronald Araujo knows that too.
And sometimes when you do it kind of in the flow, maybe after a corner and you were marking somewhere and you just kind of slide over there and just change it up for a few minutes, see how that works. And I mean, look, we see it often enough in matches where it's almost like 15 minutes, let's switch this over and see if that does something. But yeah, clearly it wasn't working.
Craig, both strikers and goalkeepers are often referred to as a different breed.
Oh, we're way more of a different breed than
and have quite
strikers,
peculiar personalities. What position has the weirder individuals?
Oh, goalkeepers for sure.
Goalkeepers?
Absolutely.
Well, they train on their own.
Yeah.
Train on their own.
Do you think you get enough credit as a goalkeeper?
No, I think you get credit when you have moments where it's clearly, you look at Thibaut Courtois in the Champions League final or something like that. You have to pick and choose your moments, but you also have to understand that you're going to get the other side of it as well.
Right. Is it like a bit like a kicker in NFL? No one really cares about him that much.
Well, I think hopefully we have a little more from that side of it. But
don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, Kasey.
I mean, clearly, players really respect the goalkeepers because without a good goalkeeper or two, you're stuffed, right, and your team. But players during the week love to taunt goalkeepers.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Every day in training, you're looking to wind the keepers up, whether it's a shooting practice, a crossing and finishing, chipping them, they hate it.
Right, yes.
Everything. You try to just wind the goalies up.
So if you want to see the respect level, let's go back to the match. There was the moment late, Ter Stegen comes out, gets hit.
Yes.
But they know that the pressure was relieved because Ter Stegen came out to catch the ball, got fouled.
Right.
They're all around him. They're going, yeah well done, stuff like that. So yeah, look, the respect is there. But to Craig's point, we know that the pressure is on us and our mistakes are highlighted. And the guys try to relieve that pressure during the week by giving us as much stick as possible.
Is it fair if we had like a Shaka Power rankings of weirdos?
Yeah.
Like goalkeepers, strikers, is that the 1-2?
I mean, it's goalkeepers and then everybody else. I don't know.
Then I think it just becomes individualized.
Right, so you from when it comes to positions.
Just depends. I think you can probably say that the goalkeepers, have a little bit something different about them. And then there's always just different people within life, and they kind of fall in the different categories.
Too much talking about goalies.
You know when you love goalkeepers? When you have a terrible one, you're like, my goodness.
Right. Yeah.
That's when you really begin to love somebody. It's like, why don't we have that guy? Why don't we have that guy?
Yeah. Kasey, can you please explain the feelings once again of Millwall beating Craig's Chelsea at the
That got brought up yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah, and the day before. I wasn't here yesterday, so I'll repeat the day before. I did my bit.
Well, look, I mean, because, we just came off of a couple days of FA Cup coverage, and one of the questions was, what is kind of your best FA Cup experience?
You have to justify it, it's fine.
No, I mean, I'm just explaining. But when you're at a smaller team, because we were talking about, obviously Sheffield United beating Tottenham.
Yes.
And when you have those opportunities to pitch yourself against a Premier League side and you're able to come away with a performance. And, that cup run for Millwall where we beat Arsenal in a replay the tie before. And then we had the opportunity at Stamford Bridge in a replay to take it to penalties. And, and as a goalkeeper, again, you're talking about those rare opportunities. You get to be, kind of the center of attention. where I'm never going to score a goal, or at least it happens rarely.
Yeah.
As I lose and stuff.
Kasey's dropped something.
Yeah,
Make your
the goalkeeper.
Where because of the way, and Craig scored on me, I'll give him credit, but I was able to come up with the 5th save.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
where
I said,
all this was leading.
No. The most important bit is I scored. Side foot, didn't even have to go for power. Just waited.
Put me the wrong way. Put me the wrong way.
Like in your day, obviously there was no internet.
Oh, by the way, he had long hair.
I did. I had hair. Yeah.
There was. You didn't have the same resources that they had nowadays with regards to previous penalty kicks.
Right.
How much would you have utilised that? How much would that?
He was halfway to the centre.
Yeah, of course, that's changed.
There was none of this VAR with the back foot. He was halfway out.
Like I said, sometimes you have the moment.
What would you prefer now? To have the VAR scrutiny of the foot on the line, or to have the resources of where the penalty?
But I think what's nice is in penalties then, because you can have a little bit of a history of the guys that don't shoot often.
Right.
But most of the times in a league scenario, you're going up against the Matt Letizier's that never missed a penalty,
right.
or the guys that had these records. And when you look back at their history, as you do, out of 20, there's 8 here, there's 8 there, there's 4 there. So yeah. Good luck.
What was your preferred?
Millwall fans enjoyed it.
The Millwall fans ripped the King's Road apart.
They were on the field and things got a little unsavoury.
Yes.
We always in the dressing room by that point.
Well, of course you were.
Yeah, we ran.
Quickly.
What was your go-to from a penalty perspective?
Did you hold mostly, or did you just pick a spot?
Very flexible.
Close your eyes.
Craig wanted it done and dusted quick so you get to the pub.
My preferred was, the goal is where the camera is, was to whip it across that way.
Okay.
Whip it away high.
Right.
And because you can get a lot of pace in it and it's going away from the goalkeeper. But then sometimes you second guess yourself. That penalty in the shootout was a side foot to Kasey's left.
Do you remember it?
Oh, yeah.
That's impressive.
I missed a couple trying to go down the middle over the years for Derby, and I missed one for Celtic against Big Jim Leighton. I don't know how. Jim couldn't see it. The ball must have hit him. The ball must have hit Jim. Jim dived. Something just hit me. So I don't know. You've got to.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, and I don't think it's a great idea. A couple of times in big games, changed my mind in the run-up.
Oh, Stevie says not to do that.
Does he know?
It was a European Cup final, miss.
Yeah.
Ollie, what was yours?
I know you should.
Your preferred.
Put it in the 6-yard box.
Move it up a line.
Close to the goal as possible. I wasn't a great penalty taker.
Who would win between you and your son if it was a penalty shootout?
Oh, me. Come on.
What?
Come on.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My preference was always for somebody else to take it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, if you're going at the top of the league or you're at the bottom of the league, if it's relegation or a title, sometimes you look round and
A lot of people are hiding.
Yeah.
there's not always a big queue, depending on the scenario.
Yes.
But I mean, a couple of guys at our clubs that I think were better penalty takers than me. Branko Strupper at Derby and Henrik Larsson ended up taking penalties.
All right.
Henrik never took them when he first came in.
Right.
But I think one of the good parts for a goalkeeper, and for me to be able to make that save, I needed 5 guys on my team to score their 5 goals.
Okay.
So then I had the opportunity to come up with
This
that.
is very Oscar speech.
Yeah.
I want to thank the team behind the movie.
But see,
I'm the real star, though.
Yeah, but he started thanking his teammates when the music started playing.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's long down the list.
I saw who was on the bench for Millwall that night.
Right.
And so it was imperative that Kasey did save some penalties.
There were some tough characters.
There was some. Not this.
Craig, we talked about this, of course, in the show as well. How bad was Liverpool's first leg performance to have let this Real Madrid side score 5 past them? And do they have any hope for the second leg?
The second leg, no. Doubtful. No, it's not even doubtful.
I think a little bit of doubt, no?
Why? They're going to score. Liverpool are going to score 4 in the Bernabeu and not concede.
I think you get a couple.
Not
get a
concede.
couple and just it's still like 98-2, I would say. But still, I think there's.
I think you're even generous there.
I think it's just a little smidgen because Real Madrid are so bad at the moment.
But they're not that bad defensively.
No, that's true.
So that's
that's true.
The good news is Liverpool's defence is really
That's also very true.
They're really good in transition.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. They have no
I think
chance.
the answer is Liverpool and its current guys made Real Madrid have a terrific evening in the Champions League that they probably would not have had against a much better side. They would
Against
not
anyone else, maybe you could argue.
Anybody else had gone 2-0 down against
would
not have come back and scored 5, but Liverpool this year have been pretty atrocious.
That is it. That brings us
What
to
was
the
the
end.
question that you didn't want in? Was it really bad?
No, but
Boring? Awful?
No, none of those.
Rude?
No, none of
Ostentatious?
that. No, just anyway. I won't do a fault on it.
All right, then. Okay.
But if you're going to send me nasty messages and then send questions in, then you're going to get red flagged.
There he is, the decision maker, producer, director.
There you go.
You've got to give people a second chance.
ESPN FC, they're back on your screens tomorrow. Be sure to join us. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.